Hi, how you doing? And today we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 22. Shee! I am so excited to get into this finale! Let's go! So, goodness, for me, I have just watched the last episode, because I just want to finish the season. I just want to see what the fuck happens. So, like I said in my last video, last episode, I was expecting a lot of that stuff to happen in this episode. So for this episode, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. I legitimately am so confused how so much of the stuff that happened in the last episode happened in the last episode. And now for the finale, what? So like the initiative is out. The initiative is no longer there. So what is happening? You know, like I don't know. Like, is school done? I think college is still happening, you know? So like we still got school, you know. So I don't think it's summer yet, which like that's the thing for this show. Most of the hiatuses is like for the summer and then they come back when the school year starts again. So don't know what is gonna happen. Hopefully, I don't know. I just, I'm not sure if they're gonna introduce something completely different to maybe, like, lead up for the next season. Because, like, I feel like most of the time they don't really... Like, with certain shows, I feel like the finale, it ends that season, like, the whatever plot or villain was happening. But then it also sets up something else for the next season. This show, I don't really think has done that too much. Like, all of the time, they just end it all. And then they have sometimes a cliffhanger, like with season 2 when Buffy like left or something. But like, it always ends very nicely. And I always love the finale so much. This, because it all ended nicely in the last episode, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen in this one. So, I just want to get into it. So, I just want to watch this episode, see what the fuck happens. So, let's just get into it. Okay, we're starting with this. No beginning, just right into it. Scared. I don't know why this is making me scared. Last stab of season 4.
I'll call you when it's over.
Aw.
Dinner is served, and my very own recipe.
Oh, are they? Is she back home?
You pushed the button.
Actually, I pushed a frost, but Joyce was there in the clinch.
Well, you guys have fun tonight.
Joyce,
It was very nice meeting you.
Let the VidFest begin. You sure
Oh,
you enjoyed it?
look at all of that.
Apocalypse Now is a gay romp. It's a feel-good movie of whatever year it was.
What else?
Don't worry. Got plenty of chick and British guy flicks, too. These puppies should last us all night.
Aw, Joyce. Aw. She's like, oh, they're finally home. That cut, please! That was so funny. So I wonder why they had the title card. They could have just had it in there. I don't know. Not to judge, but what the hecky?
I think it's strange.
Please, I love them.
Who? Miss Kitty?
Oh, he's so cute.
I think she'd let us know her name by now. She will.
The cat?
I'm safe here.
Please, I love
You know everything
that.
about me.
That's ominous.
Or you might
What is she doing? This is still a dream, right?
And there's something out there.
What? Wait, is this still a dream?
Hey,
Hey guys.
I heard you're taking drama. Sometimes I think about two women doing a spell, and then I do a spell by myself.
Oh my god, is this her fear of like being in front of people? Like from the Nightmares episode in season 1? Is it like coming back?
First production.
Oh,
I can't
hey,
wait to
Harmony.
see that. Oh my god, the place is
Puffy?
packed. Everybody's here.
Well, you showed up later. You'd have a better part.
Riley,
Cowboy.
please!
Remember your lines and energy, 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 especially the musical numbers.
Did you say
Acting is not about behavior, it's about hiding.
What is happening?
So hide. Stop that. Costumes, sets.
That's just an accurate representation of high school students and high school teachers.
I've made a little space for the cheese slices.
So what are they talking like? Because they keep mentioning like her secret, like what, her and Tara, or?
But what else could I expect from a bunch of low-rent, no-account hoodlums like you? Hoodlums, yes, I mean you, and groping and spitting all groin, no brain, 3 billion of you passing around the same worn-out urge. Men with your sails. What did it look like?
Is this entire episode gonna be in her dream?
Oh my god, it's like a tragedy.
I tried to warn you.
Many themes.
Okay.
Want some corn?
Butter flavor?
New car smell.
Cool.
Oh.
Hey.
Is this Sanders' dream now?
I move pretty fast. You know, a man's always after.
Conquest?
I was about to say there's gonna be like an audience of people.
Okay, I'm gonna find another bathroom.
What? Is that fucking Spike and Giles on a swing?
Hey, there you are.
Spike.
Giles here's gonna teach me to be a watcher.
Spike's like a son to me.
Well, that's good. I was into that for a while. but-
What?
I'm okay. It's not coming for me yet.
I just mean, you can't protect yourself from some stuff.
Whoa.
Do you know where you're going?
My god, the green screen, please.
You don't want me to have a hobby.
Not a vengeance hobby, no. It's dangerous. It doesn't matter if... Do you mind? I'm talking to my demon.
Okay, Xander.
Watch this.
Let the lesbians be.
Do you want to come in the back with us?
We don't even get to see them kiss in a dream? I hate it here. I hate it. This green screen is literally making me lose it. Okay, Engel.
I know what's up there!
So what's after them? Like a demon or something? Or like some sort of...
These
Not the cheese dude again.
Tes copains sont tous là, ayant un tap merveilleux et rentrant en levée normale. La créature ne peut pas te faire de mal.
Please, the voiceover.
Go
The
where?
dub. I
I don't
can't.
understand.
On y va.
Wait!
Is it because of like
Where are we going?
like witchy stuff
Where?
that they did? Or that like now there's something after them?
Let go!
Engel. I can't with this.
The hope of our nation's future is a bunch of mulch.
Why did they
You
bring
know,
back
I never got the
Principal
chance to tell you how
Snyder?
glad I was you were eaten by a snake.
Are you a soldier?
I'm a confortador.
I hate it here.
You're neither. You're a whipping boy, raised by mongrels and set on a sacrificial stone.
What? Oh my god. This shot. Holy shit! Oh my god, it keeps going! And it's still... Oh my god, that was such a long shot. Curious how they did that.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Haven't get the heart.
What?
Come on! Come on!
Oh.
I'm gonna miss all the good stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh, how are you gonna get that all over your face?
What the heck?
I know you.
Come on! You're gonna miss
Zero!
everything!
What the fuck is with the noobs?
Still think Buffy should have killed you.
I wear the cheese. It does not wear me.
Not this dude
Honestly, we meet the
again.
most appalling sort of people.
The bronze?
Some animal force.
That used to be
Anya in the
us.
background.
Don't get.
It's strange. It's not like anything we've faced before.
Okay, let's fucking go.
Must have released some primal evil that's come back seeking.
Okay.
I've got to warn Buffy. There's every chance she might be next. And try not to bleed on my couch. I've just had it.
Please! That was the best part of this episode, hands down. I love it here. I love Giles. Okay, so yeah, it was the spell. Goodness. My god, what the fuck is happening? We are into this episode.
Buffy, I need my beauty sleep. So stop it, okay?
Goodness.
Faith and I just made that bed. For who?
Oh my god, that was so long ago.
Be back before dawn.
Mom?
What?
Hi, honey.
Hey, Joyce.
Baby, we're the government. It's what we do.
Okay.
She's uncomfortable
Okay,
with certain
Gamera.
concepts.
We're not demons.
Oh my god.
What was yours?
Before Adam,
Oh, that's Adam?
not a man among us can remember.
We better make a
I
fort.
literally
I'll
didn't
get
even
some pillows.
recognize him. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh. Oh, that's what Giles saw. Okay, face mask. What the fuck?
Make her speak.
I have no speech, no name.
The Slayer.
The first.
What?
Are alone.
Not this dude again. Holy shit!
Enough!
What?
Are you quite finished? It's over, okay? I'm going to ignore you, and you're going to go away. You're really gonna have to get over the whole... The spirit of the first Slayer tried to kill us in our dreams.
Oh, you want some hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Joyce.
You think you know what's to come? What you are? You haven't even begun.
This is the end. Okay, I guess. Hello, Editing Alley here. I just want to pop in before I get into the actual review here, because I'm editing it and I'm kind of all over the place, because keep in mind, this is the first time I've seen this finale. And I just want to remind you guys, this is a confusing ass finale for someone that just watched it. So my review and everything is just like, what the fuck? So prepare for that. I'm gonna include it because obviously that's my immediate reaction, which I'm assuming you guys would want to see. But afterwards, I'm gonna pop in again and I'm going to give you an updated kind of review because I watched this last night and I'm editing it now and I'm like, okay, let me digest this a little more. Let me go through this episode again and go like step by step and see what this episode was, because I feel like at the time I was just so confused and it was just I explained more in the video. So we're gonna go back to Past Me and give you my full thoughts when it happened. But yeah, afterwards we'll pop back in here and I'll give you some more information on what I'm thinking now. So I just wanted to add that in just so you guys don't get super pressed. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okie dokie. So this episode was called Restless. Just like my immediate reaction is just like, okay, I guess, sure. I don't know, just like what? happened? So, like, obviously, this is what I was like. Okay, well, first of all, most of this episode felt like not a finale. Like, it didn't feel like this was like building up to something like finale, you know? Like, like, in general, I loved the episode. But when you tell me that this is a finale for a season 4, okay, I mean, I guess it does kind of like bring everything from season 4 together. Cause like, it was pretty like there was a lot going on in season 4 from like Giles and like him being unemployed but still wanting to help with the Slayer stuff, and Buffy and Riley, and then the initiative, and then Xander trying to do his own thing and trying to find his place in the world, and then Willow, you know, seeing Tara, falling in love with Tara, and then like, you know, so like I now thinking more about it, I do like that. I like how they did that. But the first Slayer was trying to kill them or something in their dreams. It was just strange. And then at the end, Buffy got told by the first Slayer that, like, oh, you think you know what you are. You think you know what's about to come, but you don't. So maybe that's just like an ominous, like, ooh, what's gonna happen next season? Oh no. Which, okay, I did like that. I liked that part. Because, like, in the end, Buffy was like, you know, I'm the Slayer. Fuck shit up, you know? Like, this is me. But, the first Slayer was basically like, no, you think you know, but you don't. Which, like, that was pretty interesting. I don't know, you guys gotta understand, like, I've been watching this season since January, and now it's July, almost August. So, like, I've been with this season for a while, like, alongside with Angel. But, like, I've been with this season for so long, and I was, like, expecting a pretty cool ending with, like, the initiative and Adam and all this stuff. And obviously we got that in the last episode, which, like, again, not to, like, repeat myself 1,000 times, but, like, even that I wasn't, like, super into. Like, I enjoyed it. It was just, like, there are certain things that I wish they could have, like, there were certain things that I was like, oh, they could go this way, or, like, you know, there were certain things that they could have done that I feel like would have been adding a lot more suspense or a lot more, you know? But then, so with the last episode, I thought I was like, oh, so is it gonna lead into something? And then it did, with, like, the whole spell causing this. But then the dream sequence literally lasted the entire fucking episode. And, like, yes, I love dream sequences, and I love that kind of stuff. But for the entirety, basically, for a finale, I'm, like, upset at myself that I don't like it. But I just don't really like it that much. And I feel bad, because it's a finale, you know? Like, I wanted to like it. I want to like it. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to, like, make myself like it, but then I'm like, season 2, a finale, was fucking insane. Season 3, I fucking loved season 3 finale. And I don't know, just see those finales and then to see this one, I'm just like, I don't know. Let me try and explain this. Like, the episode itself was good. For a finale for this season, I think it did a good job with the characters and stuff. But story-wise, and what this season was building towards with the whole initiative and Adam stuff, and, like, all of that, it just feels like the story with all of that was like, oh, okay, I don't know. But, like, character-wise, I do like it. Like, it kind of, like, adds more. Yeah, and then the whole Xander thing. Yeah. Listen, I've liked Xander in this season, and then I'm reminded he's a teenage boy, and I get this stuff. So I'm like, ah, yay, okay, nice. Even like the whole Joyce thing, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Because like the entirety of like Xander's, I feel, was like, oh my god, it's Tara and Willow. I want to get with them, basically. And then also with Joyce's, Buffy's mom, Joy, is like, what? Oh god, I forgot. And then the end of his, sheesh. That, yeah. But I mean, I do kind of like, the whole part where they're like speaking French to him, because like he wants to be included, but like it's kind of hard for him. And yeah, fucking Principal Snyder. Snyder goes, "You're neither. You're a whipping boy, raised by mongrels, and set on a sacrificial stone." What the fuck? Okay. But yeah, and then what I'm assuming is his dad, like, walks down. I think that's, like, the person that was, like, banging on the wall, like, the door. He goes, "The line ends here with us, and you're not gonna change that. You haven't even got the heart." And then he pulls out his heart. Well, technically, it's the first Slayer. Obviously, like, we've established on the show, I feel like that Xander's home life isn't the best. So maybe it's just like alluding to like his relationship with his father, maybe. The line ends here with us, and you're not gonna change that. Does that mean like Xander's dad talking to him? Or is that the first Slayer talking to Xander and Buffy and everyone? Because maybe like the first Slayer, I don't know, wants a new Slayer to come or something. And like Buffy to die. Maybe. Like the line ends here for Buffy as a Slayer? Is that what it meant? Or maybe the line ends here with us. I don't know. Oh my god. And then we get Giles, which Buffy was literally like his kid. That was so cute. Aw. Oh wait, but back up a second. We also got, like, Giles and Spike, like, being, like, taught by Giles to be a watcher. I'm not sure what that meant. I think it was just because Spike's actor is a regular and they needed him in some scene in the finale. So they just added him in. But, like, I was just like, okie dokie, my guy, sure. So Giles, in his dream, he has, like, Buffy as a kid, which I think is so cute. And then he sees Buffy with that stuff on her face, the face mask. And then Giles fucking sings. Please, this is so good. And then we get into Buffy's dream. And, like, when she gets up, she goes, "Faith and I just made that bed." Which wasn't that episodes ago when... Wasn't that, like, the episode where at the end they switch bodies? That's insane that she's still, like, thinking about Faith with that kind of stuff. And then Tara's there, like, talking to her, and she goes, "You think you know what's to come, what you are. You haven't even begun." Which is basically, like, what she says at the end. I don't know. And then we have Joyce in a fucking wall. Okay. And then we have Riley, who became a Surgeon General. And then Adam's also there, but he's de-Frankenstein. It's just him. Which I legitimately didn't recognize him until they said Adam. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, that's Adam? Like, the Adam? Okay. But yeah, and then we have the whole face mask thing. What does this all mean? And then also during the scene, Riley keeps calling Buffy, like, "Hey, killer." Because originally she's like, "Oh, I have weapons," and then she opens it up and it's that. Bro, I really don't know. Okay, so then when Buffy, like, wakes up, she's like, okay. Chill out, which I love that. She's like, "Okay, can you stop stabbing me right now? Like, chill out." And then she goes, "You're not the source of me." And then all of them wake up. I really can't figure out this episode. Oh, okay. So I guess the first Slayer is the source of the power? Because Giles says apparently like the whole spell was to like help Buffy with her Slayer power to like level it up basically. And by doing that, you kind of brought forward the source of the power, which I guess is the first Slayer. Which that's really interesting because I was so confused on like, or well, like I was curious about like the origins of the Slayer, where it came from, like who was the first one, when did it start, has this always been a thing, has this been a thing like recently, maybe like the past couple hundred years, or is this like since the dawn of time, have there always been vampires and always been a vampire Slayer, you know? And I feel like I brought this up in like season 1 or season 2, like I've been like very curious about this. So the fact that we got like the first Slayer, pretty interesting. And apparently that's where they get the source of the power for future Slayers. Which I thought a new Slayer is only appointed when a Slayer dies. So maybe it's just like the first Slayer's like soul or something, or like just her essence, I guess. Maybe she's just not actually alive, but like she's just like a thing, you know? Damn it. I'm like kind of nervous because this has a fucking 8.9 rating. I don't know. I guess that's also just me. Like for season finales, I just get so pumped and like I'm like, okay, well, where's the big fight? Who we fighting? What's gonna happen? Who's gonna die? Who's gonna almost die? Like, let's see. And like, I don't know. Like I didn't even get that. Like in the last episode, like it was a good fight. I liked the spell and everything. It's just like, I don't know. Okay, so again, not to be a broken record, but like, just like, as an episode and like for the characters and everything, I did like it. Just again, for a finale, I don't know. I think I need to definitely sleep on it for a hot second and like digest it more. And I'm sure I'll add more in while I'm editing or something, and like I'll add more of my thoughts because I'm just like, right now I watched both of these back to back and I'm just like, I feel like certain things are just so anticlimactic, and it was just like, oh, okay. But I did enjoy the last episode, I think, a lot more than this one, just because I liked how the gang came together. They were able to fight Adam, they were able to get into the initiative, and you know, like they were fighting with like all the demons in the initiative, and it was so interesting and fun. And just, I don't know, most of this episode it was just me being confused and I didn't know what was happening. But again, I do like the information that we got with like the first Slayer and everything. Just for a finale, huh? I mean, I guess it does kind of like give us like, ooh, what does she mean by like, you don't know what's happening, you don't know like like all that stuff that she was saying, like, oh, what does that mean? So like that could be something that's explored in the next season, which that could be super interesting. That I'm looking forward to, hopefully, if they keep going with that. I just feel kind of like left hanging with some stuff, you know? Like I love like a lot of the times with like, the finales, I feel like we get to say goodbye to the characters so that we can see them again next season, you know? Like we get to be like, okay, bye, see you later. But this one, it just felt like it was just like, oh, we're leaving. Okay, that's it, I guess. Which I guess it's meant to be like that. Or maybe they meant to have it like that. So I guess, you know, whatever they were going for, I guess, you know, they hit it. I don't know. Maybe I just hyped it up for myself and I just love finales and I love that kind of stuff. So then to like have a whole episode where most of it happens in a dream for all the characters, I'm like, okay. But, yeah, I'm just running in circles now, so I'm gonna end the video. So yeah, sorry for the negativity. Hopefully I explained my reasoning for it, so you guys aren't super mad at me if you do love this episode and you do love this finale. Just, yeah, I feel like I've made my case pretty clear. Okay, and we're back. So, obviously, like I said before, this is, I just watched this episode last night, so now we're back to today. So it's been, pretty much like a day since I've seen this episode. And afterwards, after I watched it, I was very, very confused about this episode. And so I messaged one of my patrons, Cole, because sometimes I, like, message him if I, like, am confused about an episode or whatever. Obviously, he knows this episode more than I do. So I was like, hey, what the heck is this finale, you know? And basically he said, this episode is very hard to, like, on a first viewing, fully understand, like, what it means. And I think for me, I was so hung up on, like, the Adam and the initiative stuff and all of that, that I feel like the main problem, or like the main thing that was happening in the season, I kind of glossed over in my mind. So for me, I thought it was just like a character thing that was happening in the background, and the main thing that we were going to accomplish in the finale was the Adam and the initiative stuff. That was incorrect. Apparently that was just a side thing, I feel like. And the main thing was like the Scooby Gang and, like, the friendship between, like, all of them, like, Buffy, Xander, Willow, and Giles, I guess, too. All of them were, like, kind of growing apart, all of them were growing up, and there were things happening that, like, I guess the Spike thing just, like, elevated and, like, kind of brought to a head. So, like, especially, like, Willow, I think, said in the last episode, she's like, this has been happening for a while. This isn't just, like, a recent thing. So it was kind of like that, and then this episode, it kind of just brings it more forward, and it kind of just finalizes it, basically, and it's a finale for that, you know? So, like, that was, like, the main antagonist, if you will. Like, that's what they were trying to accomplish, I guess. So, like, it's just, like, a bunch of, like, metaphors for, like, the characters, like, growing up, and, like, their relationships with each other, so yeah, let's go through it. Okay, so we have them here. Let's go to Willow, who starts it out. Okay, so I'm not sure what that is. Like the writing and everything. Because, like, that's another thing. I feel like this episode is also a lot of foreshadowing, possibly, for, like, next season. So, like, there's a bunch of stuff that happens in the finale, and I'm like, I think that'll be touched on later. So that could be something. I'm not sure. Maybe, like, Willow and Tara are doing some witchy stuff that maybe they'll get into, like, next season. But, like, on top of that, I feel like the first Slayer and all of that, I think that's also something that's going to be touched on in the next season. And, like, the whole thing that they were saying, like, with the, you don't know what's happening, like, that stuff. And then with this, I think this is just, like, the whole first Slayer thing that's coming after her, right? Something out there. Which I'm not sure, is the desert supposed to mean something? Possibly. Or is that just, like, where the first Slayer is from? I am not sure. Okay, and then this stuff, I was so confused on, because I was like, why are there lockers? Why did she, like, what? So, wait, let's go into it. Like, it's, so then with this, they keep saying, like, she's already in her costume or something. So is it, like, oh, right. I think Cole mentioned, like, imposter syndrome. Is that, like, what she was feeling? Because that shit, like, hits you. Like, I have struggled with, like, that kind of thing with the imposter syndrome. Like, if you don't really know, like, what that means, it's like, here, let me get, like, the full definition. To an internal experience of believing that you are not as competent as others perceive you. So yeah, it's basically like you feel like you're not, like, competent, or like you're not, like, at the level of other people. Like, I feel like a lot of people, at least in my opinion, like, from my experience, a lot of people in STEM, I feel like, really go through this. Like, I don't think most people understand this, but no one knows what the fuck is going on in college. So, but then you go to class, no one's asking questions, everyone looks like they're understanding everything, and you're like, oh shit, I don't belong here. Like, I started out college as a preclinical professions major because I thought I wanted to do something with like in the medical field, like in a hospital or something. And I would go to class and I'd be like, I don't understand any of this. Why am I doing this? I don't know what I'm doing. And it was just like for the first semester, I was just like, I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Why am I here? And it's just like, yes, I got into a nice school. I got into FSU. Like, that's a pretty nice college. But then I'm like, did I deserve this? Why am I here? Like, maybe I was just scheming the high school thing, you know? Maybe I don't really belong here. It's like this whole thing. And with Willow, she is later on, it's like, yeah, she gets like dressed up in like how she was in high school. And oh god, that's just so sad. Like, so she probably doesn't feel like she's grown past her high school age. Like, she feels like she's just pretending to be someone cool in college, you know, having a cool girlfriend and like doing like witch stuff, like, oh wow. But like to herself, she's like, is this me? Or am I still just the nerd from high school that like everyone made fun of and like no one really cared about? Like that's gotta be hard. And oh goodness, like that's gotta just be tough. So yeah, I didn't really understand this part because I was like, what the hecky? Like, is this just like I'm scared of being like humiliated in front of people that I love or like people that I like and look up to, like that? But I think it meant more like with the imposter syndrome, which, oh my god, and then this, oh my god. And also, when I was watching this, I thought this was like a joined kind of dream, you know? Like, Buffy in this dream, that's also happening in Buffy's dream. Like, she was also thinking it. So, like, that's also what I was thinking. But I think when they go to each of them, it's completely disjointed. Is it though? Because, like, Giles was communicating with Willow, I think. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Because then, like, the cheese guys also, like, joined in together. I don't know. Please. This is so fucking funny, too. Wait, I want to see what Buffy says to her earlier. I forgot what she says. Yeah, I really like that. Just, like, how it's just herself, but, like, she feels like she's just wearing a costume, pretending to be someone else. Ah! So good. Yeah, and then Xander wakes up and we get this. So yeah, so we get the whole Joyce thing. And how Cole interpreted it was like Xander, like, even with like Anya, like, he is sexualizing every woman that he sees, Joyce, Tara, Willow, but not Anya, his own girlfriend. So that was very interesting, because I didn't even think about that, but, like, I thought it was just Xander being a teenage boy. But the fact that he didn't sexualize Anya, like, in his dream, like, his own girlfriend, strange. Like, I feel like I've talked about this before, but, like, Anya and Xander, like, I love them together, honestly, but, like, in reality, they're such a weird couple, because, like, I feel like they don't really, like, compliment each other that much. And most of the time, I feel like Xander just looks annoyed by Anya whenever she says anything. But that's a topic for another day. So yeah, so then you get Xander peeing in front of a bunch of people, which I'm not sure if that's just because, like, that's a thing that happens in dreams. Like, you're just like, oh, that's kind of weird. I'm peeing in front of people. So I'm not sure if it's that, or maybe, like, was it something else? I'm not really sure. Yeah, and then also we have the whole... Yeah, he says he's like, I'm not a... Or he's I'm a conquistador. Comfortador. So, like, I guess he's, like, moved on from, like, how he views, like, being with someone, I guess. Like, he sees it more as, like, a love kind of thing instead of, like, oh, another conquest, you know? So I'm not really sure. Okay, so yeah, then we get this. So I am not sure what the Spike thing is. Yeah, and then they get the ice cream truck thing. I do like that too. Like, he has kind of moved past, like, having a crush on Buffy and, like, liking Buffy. And, like, Xander has grown in so many ways, and I like that so much. So, like, he kind of just views Buffy as, like, a brother now. Or, he views Buffy as a sister and, like, kind of, like, has that kind of friendship with her now, which I really like. And also, like, the whole you can't be protected from, like, certain stuff. Like, he just wants to be protective of her. So good. So, like, he doesn't sexualize her, and he doesn't sexualize Anya, but he does Willow, Tara, and Joyce? Weird. Okay, moving on. So yeah, so then I guess Giles and Spike, I'm not sure. So yeah, so then, okay, this is such a weird sequence, and I think it's just the green screen is just throwing me off, and it makes the entire scene just so surreal. It's weird. Anyways, which I think that's what they were going for. So then Anya is talking about wanting to go back into vengeance, which not sure what to make of that. But then we get Willow and Tara again, which, like, it's just okay. Please. It's really giving me we saw you across from the bar and we think you're really interesting. Like, that gotta like, you know that meme? Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure what is this a metaphor? Like how she's able to steer but without the steering wheel? I'm sure it is. Don't know what to think of it though. Okay, so then he goes into his room and then he comes out and then he's talking to Giles and Anya, but they're talking in French. And then we get the whole Principal Snyder thing, which I talk about in my review. I still don't really know what this means. Oh, that's good too. He goes, whoops.
Something I can't fight.
Are you a soldier? Here.
Are you a soldier? I'm looking for the door.
Which that's also interesting. Like, he doesn't like I've said this before, like, he's not like a fighter, but like, so it's just not in his nature. But like, I don't know, this whole thing is just so interesting with Xander. So then we get, oh gosh. Yeah, so like this is just like confirmation, like, really bad home life. Oh god, so sad. Okay, so then we get to Giles. Which, this is so funny and cute. Like, Giles just sees Buffy as, like, a child. Which I think is just so cute. But also, like, she is an adult now. So it's kind of interesting how he still sees her as just a child. And goodness. I love them so much. I love them so much. The father figure of the decade. I love her. Love them so much. And then I am not sure what this is. But also, Olivia, I didn't know, I forgot to mention this. Olivia is crying in the background with a stroller. What? Okay. Which I guess, like, maybe the Spike scenes are just like how Xander and Giles see them. Like, Xander just sees him as, like, just chilling with Giles. Like, that's how he has been in the season, I guess, with Xander. Like, that's how he's seen him. And then Giles just sees Spike as just doing whatever the fuck, you know? Oh, is she pregnant? I did not notice that. So I'm not sure. Is that, like, him, like, his wants for, like, a actual family? Like, is that what that means? I'm not sure. I don't really know. Oh my god. And then Giles just sees Anya as, like, a girl that just keeps adding stuff in the background, and he's like, okay, we do not need to listen to her. Please, Giles. Oh my god. And I love Anya so much. I will listen to your joke, Anya. It's okay. But, yeah, so then Giles gets the whole, like, singing thing, and that's very cute. No, it's Buffy's dream. Oh, yeah, and then there's this whole thing, like, she wakes up in her bed, and then, yeah, so, I forget. Let me see. Oh, wait, no. 4:15.
I wish I could stay, but oh, I have to go.
Little sis coming. Because Tara in that scene is like, oh, who'd you make the bed for? Little sis coming. Does that mean like the new Slayer? But that's what I thought before, but Faith is very much alive and she's in jail, so I'm not sure when a new Slayer would be coming. That's the only thing that I can think of. Okay. Huh. I thought that was gonna be more insightful. That hurts. You lost them. Because, like, literally, like, some of this season, like, she really did, like, lose her friends, like, with some of it. Like, just in the sense that, like, they weren't really hanging out a lot in the season outside of, like, fighting evil and stuff, you know? I mean, obviously, Willow is her roommate, so, like, obviously she saw her and, like, was with her sometimes, but, like, it's Xander and all that, like, hang out all together, not very much.
So late. Oh.
Wonder what that means. The clock's completely wrong. And then she uses, like, a tarot card. Let's see what that card means. Okay, so I get a Buffy verse. Okay. There's so many Buffy things. There's so many Buffy things. Okay, never mind. So maybe that's not a tarot card. That's actually a thing? Yeah, okay. So I guess it's not like an actual tarot card. At least, I don't know much about tarot, so like maybe I'm just like, you know, not seeing it. But from what I could see, it's not like an actual thing. Yeah, and then this comes up again. But like, what's with the clock? The clock is completely wrong. Here, use this. Bruh. Wait, doesn't she use it like later on? Give me a sec.
I'm not alone.
Don't know. Don't know how that's supposed to be with time, but okay. Okay, and then this, Joyce is in a wall. Which, I guess that's supposed to be like, Buffy feels like literally walled off from her mom because of her going to college? That's what I'm going to assume. Because that feels like the most basic kind of, like, explanation for like that kind of metaphor. I'm not sure. And then he becomes a surgeon general. Cool. And then Adam's also there, but like he's de-Frankensteined. Maybe this is like her kind of still distrust in the initiative, and like maybe there is a part of her that feels like Riley betrayed her by like going, I'm not really sure. This is still such a cool shot.
We're not demons.
Goodness, that shot too.
We better make a fort. I'll get some pillows.
Oh! Okay, make a fort. I'll get the pillows. Okay, I was so confused on that, but I'm like, oh, a pillow for it. Okay. And then right there, she's like whispering, right? Okay, this I still don't understand. I don't understand what this is. Is it like, because Riley keeps calling her like killer. Is it like her trying to cover up? Or I genuinely don't know with that one. And then she goes to the desert. And then we find out it's first Slayer. And obviously, like, the first Slayer was by herself, but now Buffy has her friends. She's not alone. So I guess the Slayer doesn't really like that.
I'm waking up.
Goodness, I love this fight scene so much. Oh my god. Oh god, it's so good. They wake up. So yeah. Okay, obviously I think this finale as a whole, definitely something that you guys are gonna have to help me understand a little more, like especially the things that like I didn't fully understand. but I definitely do have more of an appreciation for the episode. Obviously, when I first watched it, I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, okay, sure, I guess. But now it makes a lot more sense, and I just, with the, like, kind of explanation, like, the main antagonist for the season wasn't Adam and the Initiative. It was actually just the fact that the friendship group was growing apart, and the fact that they were growing apart, and, like, how they got to that point, like, and then this episode kind of just delved into it. It makes a lot more sense, and I really like it. Just at the moment that I was watching it, and, like, right after, I was like, yo, hold up. What was that? So obviously, I'm liking it a lot more the more that I think about it, and the more that I, like, am editing and, like, rewatching it. So yeah. And also, I don't know, I'm just excited to see where this leads for the next season. But yeah, with the whole, like, how this is, like, all together in, like, the whole season, I'll talk about that in my full review later on for, like, the entire season that I'm gonna do once I'm done with Angels season 1. So yeah, I think that is all I have to add. I added a lot, I think. I've been recording for 40 minutes. Goodness. Okay. So let's just bring it back to the past me for the outro. With that, I think that is all I have to say about this episode. And yeah, obviously I'm going to talk about the season in all in my overall, like, season video that I do later once I'm done with Angel season 1. I will do that, and I'll go over the entire season as a whole, but this is just my thoughts on this episode and, like, the last episode. So, yes. I think that's all I gotta say. So, thank you to all my beautiful patrons over on Patreon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!